A slice of Americana, a true symbol of our nation's culinary heritage. Celebrating National Cherry Pie Day, a day dedicated to one of America's favorite desserts. February 20th marks a very important day on the calendar. It's a day when we come together to honor the classic cherry pie. It's National Cherry Pie Day, a day to indulge in the sweet and tart flavors that have been a part of American tradition for generations. You know me, I love a good excuse to party, and what better way to celebrate than with friends and family sharing a delicious cherry pie? And what better reason to celebrate than with a delicious slice of cherry pie? Whether you bake it yourself or buy it from your favorite bakery, it's a treat that brings joy to everyone. It's sweet, tart, and oh so American. The perfect combination of flavors that remind us of home and tradition. So grab your forks and let's dive in. Let's make this National Cherry Pie Day a celebration to remember, filled with laughter, love, and of course, lots of cherry pie. From orchards to ovens, the journey of the cherry pie. It all starts in the lush cherry orchards, where the trees blossom beautifully in the spring. As the season progresses, these blossoms transform into ripe, juicy cherries hanging on the branches, ready to be picked. The history of cherry pie is pretty old school. Imagine walking into an old bakery, the smell of freshly baked pies wafting through the air. Cherry pies have been a beloved treat for generations. Think ancient times. People have been enjoying cherries for centuries. In ancient Roman feasts, cherries were a popular fruit, enjoyed by many. You can almost picture people in historical costumes savoring the sweet taste of cherries at bustling ancient markets. The Romans even brought them to Europe. They spread the love of cherries far and wide, introducing them to new regions and cultures. Roman soldiers would snack on cherries and marketplaces were filled with this delightful fruit, but the cherry pie as we know it, that's thanks to the English. They perfected the art of pie making, creating delicious cherry pies in their historic kitchens. These pies became a staple in English cuisine. They brought their love of pies to America. Early settlers and colonial kitchens continued the tradition, baking cherry pies with the same passion and skill. The cherry pie became a symbol of home and comfort in the New World. And guess what? America had tons of cherries. The fertile land and favorable climate made it perfect for cherry orchards to thrive. Baskets of cherries were harvested, and the tradition of cherry pie continued to grow, becoming an iconic American dessert. Fun facts and sweet trivia all about cherries and their pies. Okay, get this. Did you know there are over 1,000 varieties of cherries? That's a lot of cherries, but only some are used for pies. And here's another fun fact. The largest cherry pie ever made weighed over 35,000 pounds. That's like the size of a small car. Section 4. Delightful traditions, how America enjoys Cherry Pie Day. So, how do people celebrate Cherry Pie Day? Some go all out with pie-eating contests. There's nothing like seeing someone devour a pie in seconds. Others host bake-offs, because who doesn't love a little friendly competition? But honestly, the best way to celebrate is simple. Grab a fork and enjoy a slice. Section 5. Bake your own slice of happiness, a simple cherry pie recipe. Okay, ready for this? Let's dive into the world of baking and create something truly delightful. There's nothing quite like the aroma of a freshly baked cherry pie wafting through your kitchen. It's a classic dessert that brings joy and comfort to any occasion. Whether you're a seasoned baker or a complete novice, this recipe is designed to be simple and foolproof. So, let's get started. Here's a super easy cherry pie recipe that will have your taste buds dancing with delight. With just a few ingredients and some basic steps, you'll have a delicious pie ready to impress your family and friends. Ingredients: 1 box, 14.1 ounces, refrigerated pie crusts. These pre-made crusts are a lifesaver and save you the hassle of making dough from scratch. They are perfectly flaky and buttery, just what you need for a great pie. 1 can, 21 ounces, cherry pie filling, 1 tablespoon sugar. The cherry pie filling is the star of the show. It's sweet, tangy, and bursting with cherry goodness. The sugar adds just the right amount of sweetness to balance the tartness of the cherries. And 1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon. Cinnamon adds a warm, spicy note that complements the cherries beautifully. It's a small addition that makes a big difference in flavor. Instructions: preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Preheating the oven ensures that your pie bakes evenly and the crust turns out perfectly golden brown. Place 1 pie crust in a 9-inch pie plate. Make sure the crust is pressed firmly into the plate, with no air bubbles. This will be the base of your pie, holding all that delicious filling. Pour cherry pie filling into the crust. Spread it out evenly so that every bite is filled with cherries. The filling should reach just below the top edge of the crust. In a small bowl, combine sugar and cinnamon, sprinkle over the filling. This mixture will add a lovely sweet and spicy layer to your pie, enhancing the flavor of the cherries. Top with the second pie crust. Carefully place the second crust over the filling, making sure it covers the entire pie. This will be the top layer, sealing in all the deliciousness. Crimp edges and cut vents in the top crust. Crimping the edges seals the pie and gives it a decorative touch. Cutting vents allows steam to escape, preventing the pie from becoming soggy. Bake in the preheated oven for 35 to 40 minutes or until crust is golden brown. Keep an eye on your pie as it bakes. The crust should be a beautiful golden brown and the filling should be bubbling. See? Easy peasy. So there you have it. A simple, yet incredibly delicious cherry pie that anyone can make. Let the pie cool on a rack for a bit before slicing into it. This helps the filling set and makes it easier to cut clean slices. National Cherry Pie Day is a day for everyone. It's a perfect excuse to gather your loved ones and share a slice of happiness. Baking together can be a fun and bonding experience, creating memories that last a lifetime. It's a day to appreciate the simple things in life, like the joy of baking, the pleasure of sharing, and the comfort of a homemade dessert, like a warm, gooey slice of pie. So go ahead, bake this cherry pie and savor every bite. It's more than just a dessert, it's a slice of happiness.